You know what's interesting, and it's crazy that you actually mentioned that, because I mean last week we were supposed to have the conversation, but then the whole incident happened, and then I went to Fogo.
Hmm.
So I was in Fogo Island for about 7 days, and because of the restrictions, we will always end the event like around midnight, right?
Hmm.
And at times we were at till 4 a.m. in the morning just having conversations about,
Yeah,
you know, regular
exactly.
stuff, investment, business, this COVID economy that we are all living through, so it's I feel like everyone is open to share. It's
Yeah,
a sense that I've felt nowadays that
conversation.
people exactly people are having honest conversation. People are talking about failure in a
Yeah,
different perspective than before.
yeah.
Uh,
Because back in the days,
yeah,
like to fail, you kind of
yes,
had an idea that you could control more or less, like what you were
exactly.
doing that made you fail, and all of a sudden, everybody has their business failing,
Yeah,
and they kind of don't have any control on it. Like no
yeah.
performances. If you're a DJ, you spend a year and a half without any performance. Artists, restaurants, barmaids,
Hmm.
strippers, porn stars. Everybody
I
was
mean, the
just
whole
like,
economy.
yeah.
I mean,
So
you name it. No
it's
one,
this.
no one is safe, from COVID. And I think it has what COVID has done has brought the human in us. We have realized that we all depend on each other. And no one is safeguarded because of this. Especially when the area we're in. Music, entertainment, the
Yeah.
business around the music.
Music is crazy because music, if you don't have public,
Yeah,
like even somebody like me who's shielded because I have a catalog. I have a
exactly.
catalog of songs, and as long as people listen to them, I make money even during the pandemic. But I still lost 20% of revenue. And I was thinking, since everybody's gonna be home, they're gonna listen to music. But
True.
actually, I lost 200,000 stream on the million stream I make monthly. Just as Kaysha, I make other stream from other brands, but just from Kaysha, I was making a million stream, and I went down to 800 to 700,000, just because cafes and bars are closed. And
True.
because cafes and bars are closed, a lot of them they just and hotels, a lot of them they just have playlists of songs, and a lot of my songs are in these playlists. So when they
Hmm.
turn off all these playlists, you have a lot of daily uh, listening that are just gone. Then you had a lot of people they listen to music when they are commuting on their way to work, on their bike, in the subway, whatever. All these people they stay home, so they stop listening to music, and I saw like a revenue go down from
Hmm.
that. Lucky for me, since everybody was at home getting fat, a lot of people was watching YouTube videos. So I got YouTube views went up, so that made up a little bit for the revenue, but not as much as. But for me, like I'm a guy I accept challenges. So I was like, hey, if it's like that, yeah, we're gonna adapt, because that's my motto. We adapt all the time. If you have to adapt, I'm all right. Since somebody stole my MacBook Pro at the spot where I was DJing, oh shit! But they
And
can
on
get
my
into my
password.
laptop without my password. The person took my laptop, left his wallet on the floor. Okay, all right.
I'll, I'll
So
I'll I'll give I'll give this person a tip, especially if you're a DJ. What you want to do is just have all your music on the cloud. Dropbox.
yep.
Even somebody loses your, even if you really lose your laptop, you still have your music. I mean, that's the hardest part. Have to recover all your tracks that you have bought or edits that you have. If you have it
Mm-hmm.
on Dropbox, like then the computer becomes, just a piece of machine. You're not attached to it, even if it gets broken. I mean, it happened to you, right, Kaysha? Like, you
Listen,
had everything on the cloud, and look, you're back
me,
again
I
running.
use I use Backblaze.
Yep.
I'm probably have the link somewhere. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I use Backblaze, and what Backblaze does, Backblaze uploads everything that's in my computer to the cloud, unlimited. There's no, and all the drives that are connected to my computer, it's uploaded as well. And because I work in a decentralized way, I don't use
Yep.
like iMacs where everything is in the in one machine. What I do, I have the main machine, and in the main machine, there's the apps, the programs that I use, etc. But but every song, every master, every graphic, everything I use is in drives. I have three separate drives, and those drives they are in an enclosure by themselves. So soon as I got the Mac Mini, all I had to do was download everything from
The
download
server.
everything from Backblaze. I downloaded only preferences because I could just download the apps. As every time I'm like, oh, I need this app, I was just downloading it, and I would just download my preferences, settings, everything that or presets, all this stuff. This was in the cloud from Backblaze, so I have to download everything, and all my masters are in my Dropbox. So I just connected Dropbox to this computer, and it started downloading everything. And after 2 days of plugging and stuff, I was up and running. I just then because this is a Thunderbolt 3 machine, Thunderbolt USB 4 machine, I bought a new enclosure for my SSDs. So that's a drive where I have all my data. So I also order a new drive because one of my drive with all my samples, especially now that I use Splice, a lot of those samples they just
Online.
they just fill up. So I bought a new drive and I started cleaning up. When you have a problem with a machine and everything falls apart, this is a great time to start cleaning up. Another thing that I have is since I'm in the Mac ecosystem here, I know where every single machine is. Even like if I want to know where is my Mac Pro, I can see that the Mac Pro is just near my house since it's at the store. And even when the machines are offline, or as long as they are in electricity, soon as they are plugged to power, they send a discrete message to any iPhone, any other Mac that has Bluetooth connected, and they send the location. The connection is encrypted. The location is encrypted. Goes to Apple servers. So let's say anybody with an iPhone pass by, and it sends its location to that iPhone. This iPhone pings it back to Apple, and once you want to know where is your machine, Apple will tell you where is your machine. So me, I have like all the phones, family machines, AirPods, all that stuff, and now I'm gonna buy the tiles that they just released, and I'm gonna put this on my keys. Or when my wife was in Guinea-Bissau 2 months ago, she got attacked by people while she was doing a photo. So she was doing a photo shoot with a friend, and those four guys came out of nowhere and they started assaulting them, and so they had knives and stuff, and so they stole one of my cameras that she was walking with. So I offered her the Canon, one of my older cameras. So they stole it from her, plus her wallet. So the wallet, I mean, she had nothing more other than money. She didn't have her papers. Everything stayed at the hotel. So the wallet, I mean, other than the fact that it was some some big brand wallet that I offer her for her birthday. It's just money. I can re-offer it when I'm like, what can I offer? I can be like, oh, I can re-buy that. But the camera, even if you can re-buy the camera. Imagine if we had that tile thing that I don't know how they call it. They call it the AirTags, the
Yeah.
Apple AirTags. If on things like that, like your DJ gear or your camera, you add that, then this is just sending its location whenever. So when they were with the police looking for going inside, because everybody seemed to know who are those people, small cities. So they were with the police, they were looking for, if you know exactly what is the location of your stolen object, I mean, if you're the police or you come with another gang, you can get it back. Or if you know, the big boss of the big bosses, you can just go and because it gives you the
And get it.
location up to
Especially
like,
in small cities.
yeah,
Everybody knows everybody.
and they give you the location like up to 10 centimeters. So if once you removed your headphones, your sound became lower. So
Really?
yeah. I hear you less. So it's better if you
How
put them
about
back.
now?
Same thing. It was better with them.
With them? Because my
Yeah.
phone is like dying. That's why I had to charge it.
Ah, yeah. You cannot use both. Okay, yeah. Charge it.
Yeah,
Then
that's
you.
the problem with the iPhone.
Yeah.
Speaking
There's
about the iPhone, there you go. That's
there's
one
a
thing
there's
iPhone
a
needs to look into.
actually I have something for that, where you plug the iPhone to charge and then you plug the headphones on that thing. So for live stream, I have that because I'm a pro. But the tile thing is great because you can really know where your item is. Even if you lose it in the house, he's gonna tell you like it's here, exactly here, like 5 centimeters distance. So that would have been cool to get her camera back, but like I told her, listen, I'm just happy that you're safe, and it's just a camera, even if it costs like 1,000 or something. I mean, I have other cameras. I'll give you another one, or one of these days I'll buy you another one. Whatever, we'll see. The
Can you hear me?
with a laptop, yeah, especially if it's your work machine. I remember in Atlanta, I was doing a show in a club called Queens, and I lost my phone. I think while I was sitting, my phone just slipped out of my pocket, and it stayed there, and my phone was waiting for me. And I'm by the time I realized my phone was lost, I went to find my phone, and somebody, as my phone was moving, you know, my phone was moving. So I was looking at it at the map. So I told the promoter, hey, this is where my phone is. And the promoter said, no, I'm not going there. I was like, what's it? I said, no. That's the ghetto of the ghetto. Going there. So I was like, okay, bye phone. But same thing, because I have everything backed up to iCloud. Yeah, next day I went to Apple Store. I bought a new iPhone. I think it was iPhone 4 at that time. Bought a new iPhone 4. Went to the Wi-Fi, downloaded everything, contact, apps, everything. And I was like, just like new. And I sent a message to wipe everything that was in the other phone and block it. So it was not usable by other people.
I think technology has come to a point where it's not really about the hardware no more. It's mostly the software in the cloud. It's like having a physical phone or having a physical laptop or desktop doesn't really matter. As long as the content is safe somewhere, you can use it. You can leverage technology nowadays. Basically, just facilitate everything you do from a business perspective or entertainment perspective. I think that's been the biggest shift.
Yeah, true.